And then my dad was like, yeah, I tried to listen to it, but that shit fucking sucks.
Yeah.
He's like, you guys are like retarded the whole time. Who listens to this? And I was like, I don't know.
This is a very good question. There's a lot of times I'll say something and then like I'll leave here and be like, that was just, what was that even about?
Last one, I felt really bad. I like terrorized Big Chrissy on it.
Yeah, you were talking about vaccines.
I was talking about vaccines, then he got mad, and then I just kept asking him why he was so mad at me for like an hour. And he was like, I'm not mad at you.
That's enough to get anybody pissed.
He forget asking about me.
It's like asking a lady, like, is everything okay?
Yeah.
Is everything all right?
Your pussy seems drier than usual.
Wait, are you okay? Are you okay? Your pussy seems a little bit drier than usual. Dude, there is one time I remember I was fucking around with this chick and going down her, and like I said it, and then later I was like, I can't believe I said that. I was going down, and like I was down there for a while. You know, like when you're down there putting in work and you're like, nothing seems to be working.
Yeah, your lips start looking like raisins.
Yeah, you just you're getting pruned up. You're getting real big time, like 3 hours in a pool. Yeah, long. Just like, I don't know what's happening. I was like, I kept being like, I'm like, am I doing like something wrong? And what's going on? She's like, well, you just have to like talk to like, Mrs. Pussy, like really talk to her. I was like, well, is there a Mr. Pussy I can talk to? is there a man
talking to him right now?
I was thinking, is there a man here I can fucking talk to? Because this Miss Pussy don't know shit. I'm trying to sell some shit.
Mrs. Pussy. Is she like a psycho? That's a psycho thing to say. That would make me so uncomfortable. Was she trying to be funny, or was
I think
she trying to be like
she was
sexy?
she was trying to be. I think she was trying. Well, there are times where like you'll hear shit in the bedroom where they're trying to be sexy, but it's like really retarded, and you don't know. Like you don't want to laugh.
Yeah, then you can't laugh.
No, you can never laugh. You can never laugh in the bedroom unless you're both having a good time. Unless something's good where both of you are having. Have you ever like? There was one time I pulled out. And then it was like, and then I put my dick in. It was like, no. So it was like that.
No, but pussy farts are laughable.
Pussy farts are the most hilarious thing. The only time they're not hilarious is when they are a constant.
Yeah.
Then it's like, then I feel bad. Because then I feel like
it's malfunctioning.
Yeah.
Like, let's take a look under the hood.
It's like when you don't know how to drive stick shift and your gears are just grinding. Like, I don't know what I'm doing.
Tranny's fucked up.
Is there a Mr. Pussy I can talk to? Look, we wanted to fuck your pussy, but it's going to take a couple more hours to get through. We thought we knew what we were doing. Clearly, we don't. We need some oil on that pussy. You didn't change your pussy. I'm sorry, you didn't change your pussy oil.
There's about 100,000 miles on this thing. I have so many things. I'm just
dude, you're just leaning on her stomach looking
yeah.
Like, well, I've seen this before.
Yeah, it's gonna run you a pretty penny.
Oh man. So wait, what year is this pussy? Oh my God, this is the End Podcast with Ryan Shader. I'm here with Shawn Gardini. Thank you for being on the show. Yeah, I don't there are like certain things you can hear in the bedroom where you're like, that was fucking good. Have you ever heard any dirty talk that's like thrown you through for a loop?
Or
like where you've been like, what are you talking about?
Not that I can remember, but I was just thinking of an old tryst of mine.
Ooh.
Well, not a tryst, but an old fling of mine where she asked me to strangle her sexually. Like, you know how girls like that because they're fucked up?
Well, I mean, now when you choke a lady, are you a one-hand guy or a two-hand guy?
Well, that's the thing. I don't typically do it. And when they ask me to, especially at this point, because I was probably like 19 at the time.
You know, Gardini, not to cut you off, you either look like the guy who totally chokes a woman or never does.
Yeah, well, I don't like
it. You're like, there's no in between here.
I will if it's somebody I love and she asks nicely.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
This girl was just like a lady I met, an African-American woman. And she really wanted the business. Like, she was like, hit me, choke me.
Man.
And I was like, we're in different weight classes, lady. The commission will never sanction this.
Dude, before you fuck her, you're on a fucking scale like, yes.
125 soaking wet.
Yeah, dude. So wait, so she was a bigger lady?
A bigger lady, but not huge, but like,
Yeah, just bigger than you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been there.
And yeah, she was just like really asking for a violent time, and I did not like it.
So
I was like, I'm not doing that. And she was like getting mad at me. She was like, what are you, fucking pussy? Fucking slap
man,
me.
that is the worst.
And then I was like, no, I'm not a pussy. I'm a good man, and I'm trying to make love to you.
Decent.
I'm just a soul whose intentions are good.
You were totally misunderstood on that, dude. So wait, you didn't do anything?
I probably tried to give her like a little bit of a fucking force joke.
No, dude, you can't fucking you can't weak arm them.
The force is strong with this one.
You look like you have cerebral palsy, just like I'm trying to get in there.
I fucking hit her with the Star Trek.
Dude, if you fucking just pimp slap down on the fucking dude.
The Vulcan death pinch.
Would you? So you kind of choked her
on a woman,
but you didn't hit her.
No, I could. I might have given her like a little,
like,
but I can't physically. Like I couldn't do that. I was like, I don't know you very well.
Yeah, that sounds like a trap.
I'm not gonna be the one to fucking give you a black eye.
Yeah,
by accident.
Shit.
So
you just kind of gingerly.
Yeah, gingerly.
Like a dog tried to come.
Slapped her about. I hit her with a shoe. Be gone.
Get out of here. Get out of here.
And that was the only time I ever hung out with her.
Now is that the only time you've ever been physical in the bedroom in a violent way?
I am, but never as physical as she was demanding.
Yeah, that's a bummer.
Yeah,
because you should start working on it.
I don't like that.
Now, it's not always about you.
Yeah, I guess so.
It's not always about you.
That is very selfish.
Yeah, you're like, I don't like these things you want. No, you gotta give.
I only like hitting women when I'm mad, not when I'm horny.
Well, maybe get mad before.
True. You keep asking me to hit you. I'm gonna get you for real.
You're really pissing me off here. Think about things she did earlier that make you mad.
True.
Then you go into it. Then you go into it with some bad intention.
Rage. Fury.
Just rage fucking the shit out of somebody. That's the way to go. Having been in a situation where women have asked me to hit them in the bedroom, I don't know if that's the type of women I attract. But I will say.
Are you sure? I didn't want to assume, but I was like, I'm pretty sure.
Not all.
If I rebounded volleyed the question back to you, I feel like you've been in that situation much more than I have.
I've been in it a fair amount of times, but I've been in the bedroom with some sweethearts, that are just like, hey,
that's all I want.
Let's have some passionate love making.
I want to make love.
I'm all about it.
War.
You know what? Sometimes you got to drop the bomb, dude. Sometimes you got to go Hiroshima, dude.
Nagasaki. Hiroshima. Nagasaki.
You better fuck it. You're gonna die.
You're gonna look Chinese after I put these hands on you.
After you're done fucking, there's just a shadow of her on the wall. Like, see that? I fucking did that shit. Just shadow people on your wall. Like, what's that from? It's like from all the women I fucking dropped a bomb on. I fucking went off. The one chick I've talked about it before. She was something else. I don't think I've ever been that physical with a person ever.
Not even a man?
For a longer duration of time.
Yeah.
Usually the fights that I'm in are like 3 minutes, 4 minutes. Like, you're just pushing back. This was fucking 10 to 15 minutes of just like, what am I doing? What am I doing?
It's a long time.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy because she also, I remember I put one hand on her throat. And then
Bart
she took my other hand and put it on there. I was like, what is happening here? Dope. Why you little fucking. But I remember both my hands were on her and I was like, this is crazy. Because you get to a point where if the worst thing you ever want to be in is a sex death. I don't think anybody wants to be involved in sex death. You know what I mean?
The only thing worse is a masturbation death.
Yeah, that depends.
Well, yeah, I guess a masturbation death you haven't committed. You can't go to jail.
You can't go to jail.
Yeah.
Then again, suicide I've heard is illegal. Do you know that?
I've heard of that, but
I don't understand how that works.
good luck
Yeah,
catching.
it's like I am untouchable. It's like good luck finding.
Is there jail in heaven?
Yeah, heaven jail would be sick.
Actually, you'd probably be in hell if you.
Yeah. Well, all of hell isn't all hell a prison?
No, it depends. Depends, I guess.
I guess, man. I don't know. I think the best part about hell, if it does exist, is just all the family members I'm gonna see. I think that's gonna be
the Shane or family reunion.
Dude, that would be fucking dope. I get down there, I'm like, Papa, I thought you were in heaven. He's like, yeah, there were a lot of things I did in World War II that were not asked of me. Just like they were not orders, right? It's like, God damn it, Pop. Why? He's like, when you're staring at a barrel of a gun, you shoot to kill it. I don't care if they're in a stroller or not. Like, God damn it, Pop. Why?
Was your pop-up in Nam?
No, he was in World War II in the South Pacific Theater. Which
I don't know where the heck my pop-ups were. They all said they were in the military, but I don't know.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
They did no wait. They just said they were in the military, but never specified.
Yeah,
that sounds like some black ops shit.
Yeah, I'm trying to recall. Like, I don't know if my mom's dad was, but I know my dad's dad was like an Air Force guy.
That's sick.
But I don't think it was during wartime. I think it was like
he was just killing people during
60s.
peacetime.
Yeah,
he was just going to different countries and killing.
I guess the 60s. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know when the hell.
Well,
they were all gone.
The 60s.
By the
that
time
was.
I got it curious, you know.
The 60s was Vietnam.
I know. So it couldn't have been the 60s. Maybe.
Well, the 50s it was. Korea.
Korea, I know. That's what I always thought it was Korea in my head.
I mean, there was a lot of conflict in Korea.
Right. All I know is he went to the VA and he would always bitch about the VA. He'd be like, they don't fucking help.
Classic veteran.
Yeah.
Classic
veteran. They don't do shit.
It's like, what do you want them to do? What do you want them to do?
I was just talking about my grandpa yesterday. I'm always talking about him, but I told you he's Robert and my grandma was Roberta.
Yeah, Roberta. Bobby and Bobby.
Jean.
Bobby Jean.
Yep.
Now, do you think they got together because of their names?
I've always thought about that, but they met like riding horses and like horse shows and stuff.
Of course, Bobby and Bobby Jean meet riding horses at horse shows.
But like I said, I was too young when they died. I never really found out so much about it.
That's got to be a weird sex thing too. It's like, oh, Bobby. Oh,
Idiot.
Bobby. Oh, Bobby. Oh, Bobby. Bobby.
Quit copying me.
Stop it. I'm going to put that in your mouth. You just shut up.
Yeah.
Oh. Now, wait. Now, yeah, I guess it's not. That's a form of suicide if you kill somebody with your own name. Right?
Maybe. Maybe.
That's got to be the stupidest thing I've ever said in my life. That is very dumb.
Yeah.
But I'm not. I was telling Danny, I saw a guy having probably the worst day of his life on the way here. Yeah, it was pretty awesome. There was a dude. The way the Uber took me, it took me around this fucking goddamn football field, and there was a bunch of construction and like concrete and backhoes and shit. And as we're like moving through the traffic because it's slow, there's a dude with his like construction helmet back, and he's got his hand on his forehead, and there are three dudes pointing at paper, like pointing like this, and then pointing at the fucking concrete he had cut. Clearly he had cut it all wrong. Yeah. And he's just standing there just like, oh, fuck me. Fuck me. And it's like, dude, I have fucked up on the job so hard before, where it's like, you're just gonna have to, like, I've only quit 2 jobs in my entire life. I've been fired from every other job, which is, I think that's the best way to go. Is being fired is way better than quitting. Yeah. I know everyone says quitting is better. I think being fired is way better, depending on how you swing it.
I can see that. I guess it depends why you get fired.
Have you ever been fired?
No, not really. When I was younger, I was, but I haven't had that, you know.
What's younger?
When I was like a lifeguard when I was like 15 or 14. They fired me from that for sleeping. But I had my sunglasses on, so they couldn't have possibly known.
Did you paint like white eyes on it?
I had to almost save 2 people. The one person was an Indian boy on like a little obstacle course type thing where you like monkey bars the ropes.
Sure.
And he fell in and he couldn't swim. So I blew my whistle and I was like, time to go.
Wait a minute.
This is the moment we've been training for all these years. And then his dad was in jeans and a polo, and he was like, no, no, no. And he like yelled at me, and then he jumped into the pool in jeans and a polo and got his boy out himself.
Damn it.
I think I've told this story before.
I think that would have been great if like, no, let him learn. He's just like dying. He's like, he's going to die. It's like, no, you let him. Then again, what the fuck are you letting a kid near a pool if they can't swim?
Exactly.
You got to be fucking monitoring them the whole time. Or they got to
He was.
Well, yeah, he was watching him die.
Volunteer lifeguarding. He's like, I can take care of this one.
Look, my son's stupid. I let him run around the pool, let him
screaming too. He's like, ah! Like, all right,
wait,
I've got to fucking do my job for once. I was working there for
Dude, you should have fucking strong-armed that guy. You should be like, get away, sir.
Yeah.
Sir? I'm going to have to. That's why.
This is my jurisdiction.
Dude, you should have had a gun. Lifeguards with a gun.
Don't you dare go in the pool with that polo shirt.
Sir, get away from me.
Blue jeans on. And then the other one was a little girl in the lazy river that was like couldn't swim, but she could touch. So she was kind of just like flailing.
Oh, no.
And it was a cold day and no one else was in the lazy river. So I just threw her my lifeguard tube and pretty much fished her back in. Just like reeled her back in. And I was like,
wow.
I'm not jumping in today. It's too cold.
That's not how lifeguards work.
Well, it was like 3 feet of water. And she was just like, help, help,
Whoa,
help.
you dip your toe in like,
So I threw her the big red thing.
Yeah.
And I was like, hold on to this. And then I just like reeled her with the rope back in.
Man, that would be I've never been rescued. And I think that I would feel really embarrassed if I ever did.
Yeah, dude.
I'd feel super embarrassed if I ever got rescued.
That's what the whistle's for, is to be like, look at this retard. He doesn't know how to swim. Get everyone in the water park to know. There's never any other reason.
I mean, the only, like, even if I was being, like, I don't know, man. Like, if I was out at sea, like out at sea, I think it's, like, different.
Yeah.
Like, if I was
There's no shame in that.
If I was being rescued by one of those helicopter dudes, that would be fucking sick. But if I was just like out in a lake and someone's like, oh, we got to go get you by throwing you just a donut and then reeling you, dude, I would be like, fuck me.
Yeah.
I hope you have a gun. Shoot me in the head when you fucking pull me on board.
Yeah, everyone sees you.
Yeah, dude. I would be like, hey, can you like cut me a couple times so everyone thinks there was like a monster in the lake or something? Can you make this look way cooler? Because I look like a pussy right now.
Do you know that fucking Peace Rock thing up in PA? Danny, do you know that place? The Peace Rock cliff jumping spot?
Yeah.
I saw a guy die there when I was like...
What?
Like probably like 3 or 4 years ago.
How did he die?
Kind of like what you were just... That's why it reminded me. Like, me and all my friends were jumping off the cliff and there were so many people there like wading in the water.
Sure.
And this guy, like, I guess got caught on like a branch or something and just suffocated. He couldn't get up in time. And they pulled his lifeless body out of the lake. It was like a purple body. And I was like,
oh,
that
man.
guy's probably dead, right? But we were also like drunk. So, and I was 21 or whatever.
Yeah, you're having a good
So
time.
then I was like, what the fuck? And they have him on like a ice cream cone tube. They're like, he's like, because that's all they had. They just had like pool noodles and like donut, like funny like Target swim floats. So they threw him on one of those and just like pulled him out. And then it's just like hot girls fucking like still taking selfies in front of the cliff while like this guy's like purple in the dirt on like a fucking, I don't know, Family Guy pool towel.
Your lifeless body's on one of those orange creamsicles with the bite sticking out of it.
That's exactly what I was thinking of.
It's like, oh no.
Yeah.
Oh no.
And everyone was freaking out. They kind of like cleared the beach. Well, not the beach, but
the rocky area around it.
And then we just kind of like floated down the lake and just like waded down the lake a little bit. And then when everyone seemed like they
got over it,
we climbed back up and just kept jumping off the cliff.
That's the way to go.
And there were like drones flying around from the news. So we were like, oh, this guy's probably dead because the drones are out. And we were all just like flipping off the drones as we were jumping off the cliff. And then we were leaving.
A man died at Pleasant Point, and 21-year-olds desecrating the grave here.
It was all just like dickheads.
Yeah, dude.
Me and all my friends just flipping off.
That's how you know.
Try to like get the drone.
Dude,
and just swimming so fast when you got in the water because you were scared that you were gonna die too.
Oh yeah, dude. But that's how you know something's good.
True.
If somebody dies, that is like the ultimate thing where like, yo, dude, you gotta watch out for this hill. Why? It's like 3 people died on that hill. You're like, yeah, dude. That's what gets a 19-year-old, 20-year-old, 21-year-old like fucking. You goddamn right.
Yeah, dude, we just grilled until everyone chilled out, and then we just went right back.
So wait, a guy dies. He's put on a fucking unicorn inflatable.
Yeah, alligator. What are those alligator? Big green alligator.
He's put on a fucking Family Guy towel.
Yeah. They're like trying to resuscitate him just like some fat guy or what, like the regular people before the EMTs got there. And then it's still just like hot girls just being like in front of like the peace sign on the side of the cliff.
Dude, there'd be nothing worse than being wrapped.
Like a dude lifeless in the floor. And they're all just like posing for photos still with like White Claws and shit.
It's like weird summer. Like, damn, bummer. Damn. Dude, could you imagine being dead and then wrapped in like a juicy like towel? It just says like hot girl on it. Just like, God damn it, dude. Blow my brains out.
Well, his were already done. His brains were off.
Drowning sucks. Drowning sounds like the worst way to go out.
Because I don't know how long it takes to die when you drown, but I imagine it's like a minute or so.
Well, from what I heard,
a minute of pure chaos.
So what I heard, and this is from someone who has drowned and then like was resuscitated.
Ooh.
So what I heard is that when you are drowning, usually what happens is you're holding your breath so long, like you're trying to like get to a surface. So like you're holding your breath, and if you aren't if you haven't done like measured breathing or whatever to like, if you aren't good at holding your fucking breath,
I'm not.
You're gonna like pass out because like you're just depriving yourself of oxygen. And then what happens is, or you're like holding your breath and then you get exhausted and you take a huge
and you get
breath in, and then like it's just apparently, that's how fast it can happen, man. You can just inhale water.
Life's crazy.
But if I knew I was gonna drown. If I knew I was gonna drown, dude, dude, or you try to start
SpongeBob mode.
Actually, I'd try to start drinking the ocean. Yes. I'd be like, I'm getting out of this. I will not. What are you doing? It's like, I'm getting out of this. I will never not die in this. What do you think the coolest thing to drown in would be? Besides pussy.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say.
Yeah, I know.
I guess the ocean because it's so vast and beautiful, powerful.
That's way more poetic than I thought.
You'd become a part of the ocean that way. In a lake, I feel like you kind of just like
you're just in a toilet.
Yeah,
you're just like in nature's toilet is what a lake is.
Yeah, the ocean you could get like picked up by aliens or something.
Yeah. I guess. I mean, I think.
Or that submarine.
Oh man, the submarine.
I know everyone's talking about this damn submarine.
How do you feel? How do you feel about the submarine?
I don't give a rat's hat about the fucking submarine. They got what they deserve, dude.
Wait.
That's a crazy expedition. They're explorers.
It is
That's
retarded.
An explorer's death.
I'll give it to them. They went out trying to, create history.
Look at something that's been looked at. Create
I don't know why you want to. Yeah,
time.
I mean, it is a wreck. We all have the pictures of it. You're not breaking any ground.
It did make me really sad was the picture of the old guy that was like, this guy's been to the Titanic 30 times and he was on the sub and he died. But I guess he died doing.
Wait a minute. Wait. Let's back this up. He's been to the Titanic wreck 30 times.
I don't know how many times, but it was double digits, and he like apparently was just like.
Then I don't give a shit.
Yeah. But that's also like, shit. What do you expect, man?
You're rolling the dice.
Yeah, 30 to 30 is a lot.
You're rolling the dice with fucking underwater demons, man. You think they're fucking like if underwater ghosts are real, which I
think they are.
If the ghosts exist anywhere, it's in the fucking sea.
Same with the aliens.
You think aliens are underwater?
Mm-hmm.
How do you figure?
I don't know. That's just what they say.
Now, who's they?
Fox Mulder.
The truth is,
The truth is out there.
that is. I mean, I'm not
Isn't
gonna.
that Tic Tac video when he zooms into the ocean?
I mean, I was talking about this on the last podcast. I know a lot of people do believe that UAPs are
What is that now? Is that the new thing?
unidentified aerial phenomenon.
Oh.
Yeah, you can't call them objects anymore, which, you know, it's like, you know what?
You're objectifying the aliens.
When I saw a fat girl on a on a rope swing, I was like, that's an unidentified flying object. I was like, yeah, dude, fucking what? Unidentified fat object.
Unidentified fat object. It's a UFO.
Dude, UFO, ugly fat object.
true.
We are right there. Ugly.
That's so rude.
That is. I'm sorry. Ugly, dude. That's a fucking great
bunch
new
of
slur.
UFOs in there.
There's a fucking bunch of UFOs.
The truth is out there, I'll tell you what. You don't want to hang out at that bar. There's a bunch of UFOs in there.
You should have been following the truth of the serving size, lady. That is real truth. Damn it, dude.
Fatty.
Ugly fat objects.
Fat ladies are not going to like that one.
No, they aren't. Well, you know what, man?
That lady I hooked up with when I was 18 is going to come back and choke the shit out of me.
She was a UFO.
Yeah, she's going to beat the piss out of me.
That would be great. Now, do you think that would be a justified retribution? If you talked smack about this lady on this podcast and then she found out that you were talking about her and she came back and fucked you up?
It's happened to me on multiple occasions.
What?
Danny, you were there. Remember that dad meet? The first time I did dad meet, I got triple pussy busted.
Well, we did get a new Patreon member, so.
Yeah, they're going to sign up for the Patreon.
Triple pussy bust.
I'm sorry to the beautiful woman that got upset for me for that.
Why did you, what did you say?
I was kind of being a jerk.
Yeah, you gotta watch it, man. You gotta watch it.
I deserved a little pushback for that one, I think.
I've gotten some pretty stern ribbing through text from some ladies after I've talked about them on podcasts. I don't use any.
Not a good feeling.
It's not, and you feel like
they think that everyone knows it's them.
No,
it's like,
nobody knows
you're
that it's
the only
you.
one that knows that it's you.
And that right there, what you just said, was exactly what she said. I was like, I didn't use your name. Mm-hmm. Nobody knows that, like, we fooled around. She's like, but I know it's me. Mm-hmm. And that's all that matters. I'm like, well, I mean,
get over it.
Sure.
Yeah, I understand. That would be a shitty feeling if you're like, oh, I wonder if the internet show that my friend is on. We just slept together. I wonder if he says anything nice about me.
Just sitting there
like, what a fat idiot. What a fat object. I get how that would be nasty.
Yeah, that would not be good. But I don't know. I try to slow my roll with.
Me too.
You know, with stuff like that.
Not today. And,
you know?
But she's probably dead. she's probably on that fucking submarine. In the town where I was born.
Then again, it's like, would you rather? How would you rather drown, like, slowly, or die in complete and total fucking implosion?
Implosion's probably.
That sounds sick. Also, that sounds awesome.
It's just.
Yeah, apparently it's like that. I don't believe it's like that though.
I hope to God that it's like that, because if not, it's like.
Like, I would figure it'd be like.
Yeah.
Like, I'm pretty sure point. Like, it does happen fast, but I don't think it's just like. I don't think it's like that.
Yeah, I hope so. I hope it's like that, but I think you're right.
I think it's a little bit like cool, and you're like, oh,
you're like, uh-oh.
You're like, oh shit,
the walls are closing in.
Yeah, you got to make peace with God real quick.
Yeah.
Would there be anything you confessed to right off the bat, like right before you died? Nothing. You wouldn't do any deathbed confessions.
No, I would just probably scream and cry and try to tell everyone that I love them before I died, but I don't think I could.
Christ. Yeah, you would be reading off names. Like, I don't have enough time. Yeah. I'm sorry, I didn't get you.
Well, like, they don't have a cell phone, right? So I'd just be like, shit.
Oh, man. Yeah. Well, I guess self-service wouldn't work in a submarine.
The ocean?
Yeah, I think once you
Deep blue sea.
I think it's kind of like.
What the fuck is that?
That's a rev engine.
Hot rod downstairs?
That's a fucking submarine coming through the fucking.
That's probably what it sounded like.
Oh, man. Just knowing your submarine sounds like
That's insane.
yeah, that's a fucking revved engine, dude.
What is that? One time they had a Porsche down there. I was looking.
I don't
at
know.
that last time I was here.
Some fucking Audi with no muffler. Fucking just sounded like shit down there.
Damn, we should go beat them up.
Yeah, dude. I bet there's.
Don't you know we're recording a podcast?
Excuse me, we're talking about fat, ugly women upstairs. How dare you interrupt us?
Yeah. Well, I said I do think that the ocean is a nice way to go, but I'm also petrified of the ocean.
As you should be. I
Yeah.
think everyone who says they're not afraid of the ocean is lying out the ass.
I hope so, because like I can barely. I won't go in the ocean if I can't touch the floor.
Well, that's also a smart. That everything you're saying isn't illogical. That's a smart thing. You got to worry about
but people act like you're like a pussy for it.
No, dude, you got to worry about riptides. You got to worry about fucking sharks,
Yeah.
bobbit worms.
What's a bobbit?
What's a bobbit worm?
Yeah.
You don't know what a bobbit worm is?
No,
Dude.
This is the worm that cuts off your penis.
Danny, look up bobbit worms and get ready to get shocked back to a nightmare.
Does it like crawl up your bird or something?
Well, the reason it's funny you say that. The reason it's called bobbit worms is because it was discovered right around, I think, 1994 when Lorena Bobbitt cut off John. You're right. But the guy, he joked about it because it was a segmented animal. It's like, yeah, that's about the size of John Bobbitt's penis. It's literally why it's called bobbit worms.
Didn't they like reattach his penis?
So this is a bobbit worm.
Oh my lord.
So these bobbit worms can grow up to like 20 to 30 feet long.
What?
Yeah. They're not very big. I think the biggest circumference is probably about the lens of the camera.
That's pretty big.
It's big, but it's not like, a
Dreaded
fucking
bobbit worm.
anaconda, But yeah, those things, they live underneath the sand. And if you see in that little small picture where that fish is being caught underneath that weird drawing, they come up like tremors and kind of like
And just munch.
fucking pull you down into the fucking sand.
They can get people.
I mean, they've bitten people. I don't think they can. I mean, a baby maybe. If you were so brazen as to take your infant out into the briny deep and have it walk around in the sand, yeah, that could probably fuck you up. I mean, that is like a giant squid. You gotta worry about giant squid.
Squid is scary. I just watched a video of giant squid the other day.
How terrifying are giant squid?
Well, I don't know if giant squid is the same as that thing with the really long tenties. You know those things that they catch in like the deep, where it's like it almost looks like a fucking alien. It's like a little squid type thing on top, but then the tentacles just are
yeah, that's like a
extremely long.
That's like a fucking Mariana Trench animal.
Yeah, I saw one of those the other day. They had a video of it just like going really fast.
Yeah,
and I was like, oh.
Really fast.
Yeah, it was like scurrying. It was like,
oh man,
walking around.
Fuck that. Yeah, I don't want any parts to do with any animal in the ocean, even though some of them are majestic looking. Like stingray look awesome.
Yeah,
but then they're just flat sharks, and it's like fuck that shit. Orca, nobody needs orca. Orca are making big headlines now for
I didn't know
fucking
about
with
that.
boats.
Me and Chris went fishing in the ocean with his bro, and my lady didn't tell me until after that orcas are fucking with boats.
Yeah.
And I was like, thank God you didn't tell me that
Dude.
when we were out there.
But
We were
then
fishing
again,
at like midnight, I would have been so scared. I was already so scared. I couldn't see anything.
wait, you went fishing in the ocean at midnight?
It was like the
Was
Long
this a
Island
ritual?
Sound.
What the fuck are you doing?
We left at like dinner time, and then we just stayed out like chunking for striper till like 1 a.m.
You're a fucking maniac, dude.
It wasn't my choice. I didn't know that we were gonna be out there that long. And once it got dark, I got seasick and so scared.
You got so wait a minute.
I didn't throw up, but I was like a little nauseous.
You go out on boats fishing.
This is the first time I've ever done it in the ocean.
Okay. But you don't get seasick in like a river.
No, and I didn't get seasick in the daytime either, but like when you can't really see the horizon.
Sun goes down.
Yeah.
That's when
when you can't see anything, you're just kind of like,
you're like a puke werewolf, dude.
yeah, you're just, you're just bobbing around. It's
Yeah.
kinda,
I don't know. I've only been on one boat past the breakers, and I wasn't like seasick as much as I was just like, this isn't as good as I thought it was going to be. Like I wasn't pumped, you know what I mean?
I was
like,
pretty pumped, to be honest.
yeah, because you like angling.
I do like angling.
You're a big fisherman.
Yeah.
What's the biggest fish you ever caught?
Well, we were trolling for like fish in the ocean, and that was probably the biggest fish I ever caught technically, but I didn't catch it. Like we were just trolling, and then
What is trolling?
it's like you have like lines off the back, and you kind of like have these big lures, and then
So basically,
like,
you
a
just
bluefish
like
that was
leave
pretty
traps for fish and then drag.
yeah, but you like move the boat slowly, so then like
Oh.
the lures are going, and then
Yeah.
it looks like a school of fish, and then something will bite it, and then you got to bring it in.
And then you got
so the boat caught
the boat caught the
like
fish.
a big ass bluefish.
Whoa. Now,
But then it's so much bigger than anything I've ever caught in fresh water.
now, do you release? Are you a catch and release guy? Or are you a catch and?
I've never. I don't even know how to cook and clean a fish.
Oh, so you're just out there for
It's sport. I'm a sport fisherman.
sportsman,
Mhm.
man. Now, if there was
We
ever
should have kept the blue, but we didn't.
Now, if there was ever a time you caught a fish that's given you a lot of a fight, but like you weren't breaking the line, but you were reeling in, pulling away. Like, let's just say you were fighting with a fish for like half an hour. You know, once you got it on, would you beat it to death?
No. No, I would never. I love the
Dude,
fish.
You got to do it with your fists. You
Just-
got to fucking just go off like it's like a fucking chick in the bedroom. Just fucking strangle it and beat it. All right, we got to listen to messages.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, put those fucking cans on.
This is the end.
Well, your voice does sound bad.
Really?
No,
This is the end.
I'm kidding. You
Uh,
sound great.
Thanks, man.
I don't think you've never. Oh wait, yeah, are you plugging Wawa?
Hey, Shane.
Oh shit, sorry.
Here, what's up? This is Black Mark. I got a question.
Oh, I love Black
for you.
Mark.
Back when you were working at the grocery store, did anybody ever do cocaine while on the shift? I'm only asking because I just received a text from my homegirl that said she was in the bathroom and overheard some employees doing some coke. So, just wondering. All right, man, you have a good one.
See you, Black Mark.
Has anybody ever done cocaine? Yeah. Yes, they have. They've done a myriad of drugs on the fucking shift at the grocery store.
At the grocery store.
At the grocery store. There's like a couple people that would come in, and it's usually like, it's not so much the younger kids, and not so much the older adults, but like anybody ranging from like 27 to 35, they're fucking fucked up sometimes. There's been a couple dudes I've worked with who have been out of control.
Can you blame him?
No.
I've worked in warehouses where dudes are like shooting heroin in the bathroom and shit.
Now I would rather have someone do cocaine.
Yeah, of course.
I'd rather-
but, like,
on
I think
any-
people do drugs
look.
at every job is my point.
On any job, I'd rather have someone doing like an upper than a downer. You know
True.
what I mean? Especially
True.
when I got to pick up the slack. You know what I'm saying? Like if I have to do more of my job because you're taking a fucking dope nap, fuck you, man. I don't want that shit. You better be methed up, getting everything done, or I don't want no fucking parts of you. I don't need that shit.
I don't want no parts.
I don't want no parts of it. Dude, and this is coming from a guy who's been drunk on most jobs he's ever had. But I've gotten shit done. Sure, it has maybe not been the right way, but I have gotten it done. The best was working night crew at a grocery store. That is fucking the Wild West.
Yeah, I bet.
Dude, those boys don't give two
Nobody's
shits.
there. That's awesome. That's
Dude.
like a
It is wild.
night at the museum.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy. And I will say this too. The guys that work night shift, there's a reason they work night shift.
Because they're all drunk.
They cannot be out in the daytime. dude.
The
They are
vampires.
some of them. Those Draculas are scary, dude. They are
nocturnal
dude,
grocers.
they are horrific looking, dude. There's a couple dudes that I would see. I'm like, what fucking? Am I in the movie Men in Black? What the fuck is happening here?
Sugar.
There was a couple dudes. There's one guy, Charlie, who I'm assuming is dead. This guy always. There wasn't one time where I didn't see his ass crack.
Yeah.
And he would also Charlie was high functioning. Something's going on. But there would be times where Charlie would go to the bathroom and he'd come out and he'd be walking down an aisle and you just see his dick and balls out of his buttoned up pants. Just with the belt buckled, but like just dick and balls out. And you'd be like, what the fuck is going on? And then this guy Craig's like, Charlie, put your fucking balls away. And he's like, oh, sorry. Like he totally just went in the
He forgot.
He just totally forgot about it. And that's why that guy works night crew, because if that happened during regular operating hours, Everyone was like, you can't employ this crazy dick flashing man. Has no idea that he is exposing his genitals.
I love that so much.
Dude, he fucking ruled.
Through the zipper?
Dude, so his zipper was
Through the dragon's teeth?
Dude, he just had it hanging out. Like I was almost like, yeah, dude, this guy's fucking wild. And like,
Yeah, it's a prank.
I thought he was just pranking people, but no, Charlie just like pull. And that's another thing. This guy pees with his balls and dick out of his zipper. That means he pulls the whole package out of the fucking through the teeth, dude.
Through the peace mouth. Dude, that's what surprises me about Charlie is because normally the neurodivergent community goes pants to the ankles.
Yeah, dude. I will say this. I also worked with a guy who got completely naked to take a shit.
That's Lemaire. Lemaire's
What?
yeah.
No way.
We talked about it the other day on the pod because he'll be shitting and he like has to take his shirt off and he has to take his drawers down, or else he can't really let it loose. And people seem to agree with him.
I mean, I'm never gonna say that I haven't shit naked. I've shit naked.
I do it all the time. And you're sleepy in the morning.
Yeah, if I'm going to the bathroom from sleeping and I'm sleeping naked, I'm take a shit. If I'm about to take a shower,
And it is nice.
yeah, it's freeing. But I'm saying
But
if
in public, it's
I'm
kinda
in a
fucking
fucking
nice.
public stall.
You walk in with a hanger.
Sorry, guys.
You put all your shit up. You hang all your shit up.
You just see
The 3-piece suit. You're like, all right.
You see shoelaces tied together, draping over the door. It's like, what is happening in here? Yeah, there was a guy that I worked with that, again, I'm pretty sure he's not with us anymore. But there would be times where you would go in to work and then you see someone come out of the like public, because it was a public bathroom. They come out and be like, hey, I don't want to complain. I think there's a naked man in the bathroom.
You guys got a naked retard on aisle 5.
We're like, oh, that's just Dave.
Naked retard on aisle 5. Clean up on aisle 5. We got a naked retard. Sorry, that's nasty. I'm sorry.
Naked retard.
That's funny, right? I feel like that's kind
I
of
mean,
funny.
that's great. Naked retard.
Over the loud ass PA.
Attention to supermarket shoppers. Thank you for shopping with us today and check out the deals in the fish department. We've got half off on halibut. Also, naked retard in aisle 5. Just want to warn you about a naked retard in aisle 5. Thank you for shopping at Super Fresh.
Yeah, I mean,
Which grocery store was it?
it was super fresh.
Oh, I know. We were ShopRite, Stop and Shop.
Yeah. I used to do the announcements for the produce department, and they would get mad at me for stuff I would say.
What'd you say?
I would used to threaten the customer.
What would you threaten them with?
I would not threaten them like you're an idiot. Like I would just be like attention, super fresh shoppers. Like, just want to let you know about the outstanding deals going down in the produce department. It's like golden apples, like $1.99 a pound. You better not miss out. I feel like you better not. I feel like strawberries, Frisco strawberries, $1.99 a pound. Don't you miss that? I swear to God. If you miss it, you will regret it. Yeah, I would say shit like that all the time. Or I'd try to do it as fast as I possibly could, like the Micro Machines guy. And then I'd get complaints about that too. Because I didn't want to do it. I didn't want to do it.
Of course not.
But there's like, you got to do it. I'm
It's
like,
like talking and reading in front of the class.
yeah. But there was also ladies that were like, that would do it. They would, they were like, hello. Hi. Hello, Super Fresh. Just hello, my name is Diane.
There's nothing better than a Diane
Just, like,
talking into a microphone.
No idea how to get. They're like, hello, there. I'm Diane.
I'm so nervous.
Oh my God, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm going to fuck this up. Holy shit. If you come to the bakery department, cookies. My name is Diane. It's like, God damn it, dude. And that's, dude, I'll give it to Superfresh. They did a great job of employing the retarded.
Yeah.
Like, I want to say more than half the workforce was.
I think that's every grocery store.
Yeah, you think that until you're at a place where you're watching a guy openly eat garbage, and you're like, We did a great job.
Here you go, buddy.
We're doing a great job with Greg Rose, who I think is also dead. Man,
Greg Rose.
Greg Rose.
First and last name.
Greg Rose, man.
Like a
And I'll tell
flower.
you what.
Beautiful flower.
I'll tell you, dude, he was. He was a special flower in
Special
the
little
garden
flower.
of life, dude. We would have multiple complaints about Greg Rose eating garbage out in the front. Like people would just, he would
They're
wearing,
raccoons, dude. They're all raccoons.
dude, he would just put his hands in and just like pull out like Dunkin' Donuts bags and like look at people while he's eating. And they're like,
Scavenger.
you're like, Greg, you can eat garbage on your own time.
Boss makes a nickel. Boss makes a quarter. I make a dime. That's why I eat garbage on company
Yeah,
time.
dude. Yeah, dude. He definitely ate garbage a lot.
He's Billy Goat, dude.
He was goading so hard.
Eating cans and shit.
Dude, there would be times where Greg would come into the store with like shit on his face from he just dunked his head in the garbage can like a maniac.
He's actually dumpster diving.
Yeah, dude. All right, we got one more mess.
Okay.
God
It's gonna
damn
be
it.
Greg Rose. You should be like, hey, Shader, I just want to know what do you do when you can't eat all the garbage at your job? What do you do when your boss doesn't let you eat the garbage?
Is there a place you can go and you can just eat garbage and no one bother you?
Yeah, he's got the best garbage in Philadelphia.
I want to go to a place where garbage is fresh but not too fresh. You know how it is.
This is too nasty. Rest in peace to Greg Rose.
Yeah,
Hey,
he's-
Shaner. So I recently found out my best friend's dad is a cuck, and so basically he friended me on Snapchat on accident or something. And I just thought the name looked weird, so I looked it up, and on Reddit there was like it was on a bunch of like different cuck subreddits, and I was wondering, do you think I should tell my buddy, or you think I should just like let sleeping dogs lie? I don't know, man. It's kind of a rough situation. It's been eating me up for the past couple of weeks. I don't know if I should tell him or not.
You can't
Every
tell
time
him.
I talk to him, it's like, fuck, dude, this guy's dad. He's watching other guys fuck his girlfriend and shit, man. It's like, I don't know, man. You get it. Let me know what you think, I guess. All right, bye.
See ya. What a dilemma.
first off,
Yeah. Let's go.
what a wild thing to let eat you up.
Yeah. I haven't getting any sleep. I've just been thinking about
Sleep.
some guy fucking my friend's dad's wife or
I
whatever.
can't sleep. I can't eat. My work has been affected. It's like, Johnson, why are you late on these reports? Like, look, man, you don't understand. My friend's dad is a cuck, and I found out about it. You gotta let me slide on this one. Would I tell my friend?
No. And
No.
his mom knows. They know. It's
Well,
probably an
he said
arrangement.
girlfriend, so that's even
Oh, well.
that's even like less of a reason to say anything.
That's none of your beeswax,
Yeah,
man.
dude.
Just let the dog
Just
lie.
say, let's just know you have a secret that you can just hold.
Yeah, you could hold it over his head and be like,
Oh yeah, you could exploit it if you wanted to. You'd
Yeah.
be like, look, I know what you're doing.
I'm gonna tell Billy unless you
buy me a PlayStation
buy me
5.
PlayStation 6. Hasn't even come out yet. We'll
Dude,
figure it out.
that would be
Boy.
crazy to put someone online for a system that doesn't even exist yet.
When it does come out, you
When
owe
it
me
does
one.
come out, you owe me. You owe me a PlayStation 6.
I actually have a personal experience that might help this young lad.
Oh my God, please.
So I've been a comedy nerd for forever. So I saw Colin Quinn. I used to go to the Stress Factory, which is by where I grew up. When I was I used to show them my driver's permit to get in to prove that I was 16. So I saw Colin Quinn with my friend Sal. Shout out to Sal. And we were walking into the show, and in the back was one of my buddy's dad with a man that wasn't his mom.
Oh man.
So then we were like, oh, that's whatever. So we went and said hey to him because we had to walk right by him, and he was like, my friend, he's like, is your friend here? Like my son? And we were like, no, why? And he was like, just wondering, all right, enjoy the show, guys. And we were like, okay.
No.
And then later, we thought it was hilarious. We were young, so I immediately went to my buddy whose dad it was, and I was like, yo, I saw your dad at the comedy show with the lady that wasn't your mom. And then he was like, what? That's so weird.
No, dude.
And then he was like, the next time I saw him, he was like, hey, I asked my dad about that, and he said you were lying. And I was like, yeah, I was lying. I'm sorry, man. I made that up just to fuck with you.
Wow, look at you, dude. Well, all right. You were a piece of shit in the beginning.
I didn't think, I don't know why I did that, honestly.
But then
when it happened, he's just going to lie to his son, so.
Yeah, of course he is.
Don't tell your friends.
Yeah, there's just going to be more lies. It's best to just, mum's the word on that one.
Yeah.
I would never.
Mom's also the slut.
Mom's also the fucking slut.
She's getting dogged out.
Damn, dude. I don't know, man. I've never been in a cuck situation. I've never been in a cuck situation. I don't know if I could.
Well, that was kind of like my friend's mom was the cuck, I guess, now that I say it out loud.
Well, no, she was just being cheated on. If she knew about it.
Yeah.
It's one thing,
they could be swingers.
Like, they could be. Like, female cuck is crazy. I remember there was one time I thought that was going to happen in a relationship I was in, was lady cuck. Because a girlfriend,
the best scenario ever.
A girlfriend had said something very tongue-in-cheek about, like, we had got done banging, and she had, like, said something about one of her friends. Don't touch that. The reason I'm saying don't touch it is because Ian touched it, and he cut himself.
Really?
Yeah, and he thought he was going to get tetanus. So be careful.
Okay.
No, if you're going to do it with your face. Slam your whole head in there.
Why is there hair on it? There's hair on it, and it's gross. It's cool, though. Did you make that yourself?
Yeah.
Nice.
I did.
You're so talented, man.
I tried to make it look as real as possible. And you know what?
The hair is nice.
It's the details, man.
There's a nice gruesome touch.
Because you wouldn't see that until you're looking at it real close and be like, oh, no.
Yeah.
You know? It's kind of like if I wanted to do this one piece where it was a brick wall with like scratches in it, like someone was trying to get out.
Yeah.
But then I would put fingernails in it. To like make it look like,
You're so good at being spooky, dude.
That's, you watch enough movies.
Yeah. I was always scared.
Everyone's just like, how did you get? It's like, dude, I watched movies. All my knowledge comes from movies.
Yeah, same kind of.
You learn a lot.
That's why I'm dumb, I guess.
I've learned so much from movies. Do you know that rape can reverse brainwashing?
Who told you that? Your
American
History
X. American History X told me that.
Oh.
It happened in that movie. Think about it.
I'll take it. Yeah, I guess so. I haven't seen that movie in a while.
Derek Vineyard goes to prison.
Yeah.
He's like, no more blacks.
Yeah. He hates
He gets
blacks.
butt raped. He's like, I'm friends with all.
Yeah. Bow to the people.
Yeah, he's like, dude. That's it. Just, dude, right away, too. It's like there's a scene like if you watch it, he's like sitting with all like, the white power dudes. Mm-hmm. And they're like, dude, we hate these people and this. And then like, he kind of is, even Derek Vineyard's too militant for even these white power guys because they're doing business with like the Mexican gangs. And he's like, I hate that shit. Don't talk to them. It's like, it's disrespectful to our race. Mm-hmm. And then they butt rape him in the shower. And he's like, you know what? I think
maybe we could all get along.
I think, I've done a lot of soul searching.
Yeah.
I was prison cucked, and I now feel
I'm ready to check my privilege and shut up and listen for once.
Think I
gotta do more listening.
It's time to listen.
Yeah. I've been talking a lot. I think it's time to open up my
I've
mind.
I've been flapping my gums for years about these people. You know what? I don't know nothing about them. I need to start.
Open mind and open butthole.
Dude, my butthole's open. My ears need to be open. I am so sorry that I have. All it took was a little bit of forced fuck in my butt.
I watched that movie so young.
Yeah, it's a hard. What's so young?
Well, not teenager.
Yeah, well that's not young.
Probably around the same time I saw my friend's dad cheating on his mom.
So you were 16 years old,
something like that. And my friend Sal, shout out. he was like, "We gotta watch this movie. It's so badass." And I was like, "Okay." He's like, "Well, back then we were also like seeking out the most like the stuff we weren't supposed to see."
Dude, I'm wearing a rotten.com shirt. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, so
it's like you just keep getting like when you're a boy, I'm pretty sure girls go through that too.
I wonder.
Like, I don't know. Actually, that's a great question. I don't know if chicks do the same thing. I mean, I know.
I don't think, man, maybe they do, and they just don't talk about
They
it
just
as
don't talk
much.
about it. But I know if you're a teenage boy, you're like, yo, what's the most wild shit you can watch or look at right now?
Yeah, the curb stomp was like the selling point for me. I was like, all right, fire it up.
It was a fucking crazy scene. And you know what it was that really gets you with that curb stomp thing? It's not so much the imagery. It's the sound of his teeth on the curb. It's what really fucking irks you.
Yeah,
they did a great job of that.
Yeah, it's a good movie.
I don't condone those things, but I'm just saying, damn, that scene was hot, dude. That was a fucking...
Don't curb stomp anyone.
Don't do that.
Unless they're Nazis.
Then you can go after the Nazis all you want.
This podcast curb stomps Nazis.
Yeah, dude. Put that on a t-shirt.
Gay.
Yeah, this podcast curb stops Nazis. ... Gay.
LOL. Gay LOL.
Gay LOL. But
curb stomp, man. Whoa.
yeah, now that's now hold on. Implosion and slow implosion on a submarine or curb stomp?
Because I don't know. Implosion, I guess. Curb stomp is like scary as hell.
Yeah, I guess so.
And you have a lot. I feel like I guess it all depends on the length of the implosion.
It also would depend on like how strong the dude is stomping your skull.
Yeah,
you know, like if he was like hesitant,
you don't die,
you know, like
that's
like
awful. If
like,
he's like not strong enough to like get you dead, and you just like break your jaw and all your teeth.
Yeah, if you're just fucking gaping.
Yeah, you're just.
That would be fucking wild, dude. Yeah, that would suck.
You're just a Pez dispenser for the rest of your life. That would stink.
You're trying to talk to people, your head's falling back. Yeah. It's like, sorry. Oh, man, but I would do that, though. If I was ever in an accident where, like, yo, dude, your jaw's fucked up and you're going to be, like, your head's going to fall back. I'd be like, yo, can you put a candy thing? Like, can you, like...
So kids aren't that scared of me.
No one's that terrified of me. So I can come around and just be like, hey, I know you kids are scared. You like strawberry?
Here's a
You like strawberry pants?
Strawberry. Here's a limited edition pancake sausage, egg, and cheese sizzly.
Oh, man.
We didn't talk about that. I got Shaner a limited edition sausage, egg, and cheese on a pancake sizzly. Check that out at your local Wawa.
Yeah, but it's limited.
It's limited.
By the time this comes out, it'll be gone.
You'd be lucky to get
I already
your
got
hands
the
on
last one.
Yeah, it's good though. It's sort of like a McGritty.
It was like a McGriddle. I will say this.
Sizzly McGritty.
What?
The sizzly McGritty. I'm just being silly. The coffee, we started.
Dude, that coffee fucking kicked in on.
Well, I was talking about. That's what happens. I talk about pussy until I get.
And then you get a little bit. You get a little jittery, and then become the McGrittery.
Yeah,
dude.
I talk about gibberish.
Dude, that's fucking what's up, dude. I wish coffee affected me like that. I drink coffee.
The Celsius.
Yeah, the Celsius is like I found out these give me more.
People like them.
They give me more energy than Red Bulls. And they have a thing that how does it work? Which is always a good selling point on any
beverage.
Like, how does this work? Like, I thought you just drank it. Nope. Turns out this is gonna boost my body's metabolism.
Oh.
Through thermogenesis.
Oh.
Which is a great. Me and Danny were talking about selling points and terms. If you were gonna die, and they were like trying to convince you, would you easily be convinced to like become a cyborg?
I'd like to say no, but I think it's hard to say if they're like you're gonna live forever. I think people like to say that they wouldn't, but I think you'd have no choice. I feel like your dumb brain would be like, we have to live forever.
Yeah,
That's
of course.
all we need to do.
But if you so you're terminal, or like you say you were in a very big.
I'm at the airport. I'm terminal. say I'm at JFK. I got a sizzly.
Say you're at JFK. You just become JFK.
Yeah.
You are terminal.
Yeah, it's time to go.
You're time to go, but they revive you for a little bit and like Mr. Gardini. We can't do anything to save your body for the most part. We can use some of it, but we have an option where we can make you part machine that will prolong your life and give you a better, livable life than it would be all the alternative, or you could die. Would you become a cyborg?
I think I'd like to say no, but I think I'd obviously say
Why would
yes.
you like to say no?
Because that scares me. The idea of being part machine scares me. And
Why?
because then you're not a human anymore, and I just
No,
don't know how
you're-
that would affect me.
You're part machine, dude. You're not full-fledged robot, dude. You are thinking with a cold robot heart.
Yeah, maybe
You
I already
shouldn't
am.
be a cyborg, dude. You're already just trying to destroy
Maybe I
all
already
humans,
am, yeah.
dude. You are fucking bad.
No, it would scare me, I think. But then death is scarier than that, so I'd choose that.
Sure. I mean, I would definitely do it. I don't think there would be.
I don't think you have a choice, is what I'm saying. Like, I'd want
So
to
what do you
be
mean
like,
you don't think you have a choice?
I think every human would probably be like, yeah, whatever it takes to make me not die right now, I'll do.
Sure. Even though,
Unless you're like, I guess old people do that
Okay.
themselves right now. They're like, pull the plug, I'm done.
let's put it
Peace.
this way. Yeah, of course. But let's retract the whole robot thing. Say they were like, Mr. Gardini, you're going to die, but we're going to remove your head and place it on the body of a dog.
I kind of like that.
See,
No, that's even scarier. What are you talking? I'm just joking. The cyborg's better than that because
Yeah.
you still feel like a human a little bit.
yeah, a little bit. I mean, we were talking about like things that would get me on board with anything is like certain terms that like would immediately, I'd be like, ooh, say that again. State of the art is one of
State
them.
of the art's good.
State of the art.
Limited edition.
Limited edition is a perfect. The other one, weapons grade
Yeah.
or military
Cutting
grade.
edge
Cutting edge. Dude.
Cutting edge. New technology.
You know another
New
one?
weapons grade, cutting edge
Dude.
technology.
Or you know another one? Never before seen.
Oh.
Dude.
That's a good
Never
one.
before seen. I'd be like, yes. Make me this
About to be
abomination.
brand new.
I'm
about
just
to come out
slapping, like,
brand
"See
new.
this? You see this? See this? Fuck yeah. And then I'm going to find out that I can't have sex and I'm going to blow my brains out.
Well, that's the
That's the
you
end of
know, there
That would be my
has to
first
be a
question.
downside.
That would be my first question.
Can you still
I was like, can I still bang? Can I still fucking give this wiener to a lucky filly?
a lucky little lady?
A lucky little lady.
Yeah, that'd be a big question. I guess it all depends on like I don't know if I'd do that Neuralink stuff that everyone's always talking
What the
about.
fuck is Neuralink?
That's like Elon's thing, I'm pretty sure. Right, Danny? Do you know that?
Yeah, it's
know
like a
what I'm
way
talking
to
about, right?
connect through brains.
Yeah, it's
What?
like it's pretty much like a chip, I think, where it's like you have AI in your brain so you can like Google shit and stuff.
No fucking way. That's a thing?
I think it's like very conceptual, but
That's another good thing.
you know, like I don't think it's even close to being real, but
Conceptual. I'm like, I'm on board. Jesus Christ. This has been the End Podcast with Ryan Shaner. Shawn
is the
Gardini,
end.
thank you so much for being
you
on
for
the
having
show.
me.
Make sure you call the hotline 833-443-5300 and we will address any comment, question, concern, or cuck story you got. Thank you so much. We're going to switch it over to the Patreon.
bye.